Let's go to Robert Riggs. He joins us now. He's an associate professor of Middle East religion and politics at the University of Bridgeport. Robert, thanks for your time tonight.
Thanks for having me on.
When was the last time we saw this kind of attack in Syria?
Well, the last time we saw an attack like this on Americans was about 2 years ago. It was a soldier, a special forces soldier, just outside of Manbij, who was killed in a roadside bomb. And then someone a year earlier than that, but not really a suicide attack on American soldiers, right? There's been very, very few American casualties in that conflict.
So they're calling this a routine patrol. The soldiers are on a routine patrol. So obviously this is something they did all the time. So you'd think they were targeted specifically here?
Well, I think they probably were. It's kind of an open question about who did it. The Islamic State's taking responsibility for it, but they take responsibility for everything. And that city has been known to be fairly safe, right? There's been reporters and special forces walking around without body armor, doing kind of patrols and community kind of relations work. And the two civilians that were killed, one of them was a private contractor and the other one was a Department of Defense intelligence official, is being reported. So, there's a lot of Americans there other than just the military. And they're working with their Kurdish allies and other Arab militias that had been fighting against ISIS.
What is your take on whether or not ISIS has been defeated, as we've heard the president say, which is why he wants to pull troops out of Syria?
ISIS has definitely not been defeated in the sense that it still exists. Now, its land-based control over territory has been almost annihilated in both Syria and Iraq. But that just means that there is a large group of individuals in both of those countries who are still dedicated to carrying out asymmetric warfare through attacks like this one. And it's not likely to change. I mentioned in another interview one other time that until economic inequality is eradicated and jobs are created and a number of other things structurally in a variety of societies around the world are changed, the ground is going to be ripe for ISIS recruits. So ISIS is not defeated.
So do you think that the U.S., I know they're pulling out their troops, do you think somebody will step in and fill that void? Is there another country you see doing that and doing it well?
Well, the French and the British evidently have some advisors there, just a small number, but that's not really a replacement for the Americans. And what's happening is that all of the different groups, actors in the region are trying to reposition themselves and re-ally themselves with others. So the Kurdish militias and the Arab militias are kind of reaching out to the Assad regime and to Russia and to Iran to see if they can ally themselves with the Syrian national government. Others are looking to Turkey. And so it's not really, there's not really anybody that's going to fill the gap necessarily. It's just going to be a repositioning of alliances.
Got it. Robert Riggs, we have to leave it there, but thank you for your time. Thanks for joining us tonight on the program.
Oh, thank you.